Today's opener is division as an unknown factor sort. I sent these papers home, either by the person that's getting things for you, or I sent it to you through Gmail. And here's what they look like. There's 5 different versions, and there's this one that's the multiplication set, and then there's this one that's the division set. So if you have the paper copy of these, what you need to do is cut these up, that's the division set, and leave the multiplication set whole as your game board. And then what you're going to do is shuffle these up that are the division cards and try to correctly place them on top of the corresponding multiplication. So you're really just grouping up, sorting the correct division sentence that goes with the correct multiplication sentence. There's different sets. There's a set of zeros and ones, I think, and other facts, which is why I sent all 5 of the versions. Just make sure you cut the ones up with the dotted lines and match them up with the ones with the solid lines. And so then you can come back and check these. This is the answer key. This is what should be on top for version 1. So pause it and do the sorts, and then you can come back and check right here, because I did not send an answer key home. This is the order they should be in on your game board. For version 2, this is the order they should end up being in. And you can pause it and check your answers. For version 3, this is what they should be like. And for version 4, and then for version 5. If you will read this word problem, pause the video and work out your answers, and then check back with me to see what you came up with. It said write 2 multiplication equations and 2 division equations that this picture shows. It's showing 3 plants in groups of 4 gives you 12 in all. Or if you look at the 4 groups and there's 3 in each group, you have 12. If you have 12 flowers put into groups of 3, you're going to get 4. And then if you have the 12 flowers and you're putting them into 4 groups, you're going to have 3 in each group. So those are your multiplication and division sentences for this. Again, if you'll pause the video, work this out, and check back with me for your answer. Yasmin saw the problem 63 divided by some unknown equals 7. She thought there are 63 things in all that are divided into groups. There are 7 in each group. Explain how Yasmin can use multiplication to help her find the number of groups. There's several different answers you could come up with, but what a lot of students said in class today is they could think the multiplication problem, 7 times what number gives me 63, and either you know your facts or you can draw it out, equal groups, and figure out how many is in each group, and then that would give you 9. So you'd actually write that out in an explanation when being asked to explain. You use words. Marissa has 4 boxes of markers with 6 markers in each box. She wrote the following equations, and then what you need to do is write these 4 equations out, and then do these 3 things. Pause the video and do that, and then check back with me for your answers. So if you're putting a circle around the total in each of these is 24. If you're putting a box around the number that shows the number of groups, it says in the word problem that there are 4 boxes. So boxes are groups of things, and you would put a box around the 4. And then underline the number that shows the number in each group. And the word problem said there were 6. So that's what we're going to underline in each of these. That's the parts of a multiplication and division sentence. If you can read this and work it out, if you're able to take a picture of your work and send that to me, I would love to see that. There's different things that are possible answers since it's you writing a problem about arranging desks in a classroom. And also part B is draw a model that shows your problem and solution. So work that out, and if you can, take a picture and email that to me. If you will pause the video and get this answer, and then check back with me and see what you got. The fact family for 7, 6, and the unknown, you would say 7 times 6 equals some number. 6 times 7 equals some number. Some number divided by 7 equals 6. And then some number divided by 6 equals 7. And then if you know your facts, you would be able to tell me that the unknown is 42. That's it for today's lesson. We spent a lot of time in class actually doing the sorts with the unknown factor. That's what we spent a majority of the class time today doing. So if you would just spend some time on these sorts and let me know if you have any questions. There was not a math practice page we were doing as such today. I think I might have emailed you one, and if you do fill that out, that's great. Let me know if you have any questions.